Training's going fairly well, just considering heat this past few days and chance of storms the next few days. Just trying to make the most of what the weather provides and make adjustments to practices and whatnot. Um, Not fully healthy right now, but that's part of the sport, just like any sport. So we just continue to look towards when we have to be healthy, the end of October, first part of November for those big races. So just kind of having our focus there, long term, big picture. Was out at the course with Coach Fayers Monday in the heat. It was terrible, but course is in really good shape, and the crew out at Mahoney is doing a fantastic job. We'll be out there again on Friday, practice this week, and then geared up for that first meet next Friday. So just kind of looking forward to. I know the athletes are ready to go, get a race under their belts. The freshmen get that first one out from underneath of them, and then go from there.
Take questions. Is there anything specific you're looking for on Friday with Bellevue?
The Bellevue meet, yeah. We're kind of just getting together as a very friendly day together to just kind of get out on the course. We've put a lot of work in on the course since last year, and we kind of wanted to be able to have a test run on the course before the first real meet. So Craig Christian's over at Bellevue. I've known him for forever, and I just dropped him a message earlier this spring and asked if they'd like together. So yeah, we split our team basically down the middle. We're gonna literally try to compete against each other. Bellevue does have some talented runners, especially on the female side. They've got one girl who's a complete stud. So it's going to be fun. We're going to kind of roll the dice on it a little bit, change things up as far as what we're actually doing. But it'll be just a good day to get out on the course and get some feedback from them as well as our athletes on some tweaks to make before next week.
Marcos Gonzalez, one of the recipients of that Scholar Award. What did Can you just talk about his character? Is it neat to see that?
Honestly, just deserving. Rob sent me the message that Marcos was going to be getting the award, and I was just kind of like, well, yeah, that's a very Marcos thing. He's in his 5th year right now, using his COVID year. He's in grad school already. Just been, a phenomenal young man, person in every capacity. Student athlete. He's the president of the SAC here on campus as well. But he's a kid who came in, like we talk about, some program changing moments. We can kind of look back, and Marcos was a kid that committed before, things had fully turned the corner here. And then, you go a year further and you talk to Ryan Montero, and Ryan Montero came because Marcos was here. And then you go another year down the road, and Evan Kraus came here because Ryan came here. And so you look at some of those cornerstone pieces that have helped the program get to where we are right now, and Marcos is a huge part of that. So I'm super happy for him and the accomplishments, and he's not fully sure what he's going to do a year from now, but I know whatever it is, he's going to be successful at it.
Have you tried to be mindful of the weather and maybe use it to your advantage, or just use it to? You mentioned the freshmen; they still got to get this first race under them, dealing with late August in Nebraska.
Yeah, so the local kids, which we don't have many of, not a problem at all. The kids from Pacific Northwest or Colorado who are not necessarily used to the heat index and whatnot that we have going on here, the humidity, it's been a bit of an adjustment for them. We last Thursday they kind of got their first big taste of it with an afternoon practice there, but it's just part of it. People joke, and there's actually been scientific studies that say humidity is a poor man's altitude, and we've got plenty of it right now. So just kind of having to acclimate rest, making sure we have coolers and cold towels and things like that at practice, just making smart decisions. But we're looking forward to cooler fall temps, that's for sure.
What's mean to be ranked preseason on the men's side on the divisional pool?
Yeah, that's great. Honestly, I hope it means more for the people that aren't here anymore than it does for the guys that are here now. I think it speaks volumes to, like we talked about, trying to turn in the tides on this program. And I really hope it means a lot to the guys that built in and helped us get to this place. For the guys that are here, I hope it means just a piece of paper, because that's not the goal. The goal is, where we're going to be in October and in November. And we have a saying within our program right now that says "well said" versus "well done," and that ranking is nice to look at real quick, but it's nothing more than well said, and we've got a lot of work to do to live up to that, or maybe beyond that.
How big was asked you last week, how big was it for you guys to add a guy like Jacob Liquid from Ottawa?
Jake, man, that just kind of really kind of fell into our lap, to be honest with you. Honestly, it was at a track meet, and this kid, Jake, yelled at me. He's like, "Hey, are you the coach at Creighton?" We were at Wichita State, and I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you guys have, javelin or field events?" I'm like, "No, we're running events only." He's like, "Oh, I wanted to go to PT school, and Creighton's my dream school." And I was like, "Just shoot me an email. So he shot me an email, and I looked up how good he was, and really, really good. So then it was Mike, our executive AD over there. He's sitting here right now. I was like, "Mike, this kid wants to come to Creighton, and he's good, and I mean really, really good, and this is his dream school anyway. Can we make it happen?" And thankfully I had support from administration and things like that. And Jacob's gonna do some cool things here. He's qualified for a World University Games this fall already. He's thrown for the USA at U20s. He's the real deal. And for having him to come here, I think that speaks more to Creighton than it does to my program. To come to a university like this, for that to be his dream school. But yeah, I kind of hope that it elevates the program in ways that people around here are like, well, shoot, why can't we do that here? And to, get someone to qualify for U20s or for USAs, or, to get to that next level. So just that elite capacity, I think that's going to be something that's a good example for everybody that we can do those things here.
Any other questions?
Got any questions?
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.